I'm Kerry, and I'm here with Alexander Yepremian, who is the newest cruise director on the Celebrity Reflection. The Celebrity Reflection is the brand new ship in the Celebrity fleet. So what sets this apart from all the other ships then, Alexander?
Now, because it's the newest, we've kind of learned from building the other four. Now, they're fabulous. The Celebrity Solstice class ships are a great class of ships. We're a bit larger than the other ones, of course, we're the newest. We've made some changes as far as our sunset bar is bigger, and it hangs off the back of the ship, which is really cool. Our molecular bar, which is exclusive to Celebrity. It's you've been to molecular bar, yes?
I loved it. I went on the ship this year in January.
Now, molecular bar is, my favorite drink is the 20-year martini, which has got this guava passion fruit foam. Amazing, amazing. So that's a bit larger, as well as the decor. You don't really feel like you're on a cruise ship, you feel like you're in a 5-star luxury hotel, which is really cool.
So for people that have been on the other cruise ships, why is this one different?
As far as the Reflection, or as far as Celebrity is concerned?
As far as Celebrity?
Celebrity, what we're doing now, our culture is called modern luxury, which is a hip, trendy, fresher way of presenting a cruise vacation. So we're not doing the traditional things we used to do, such as, you know, the bridge tournaments and the ballroom classes. We've got some new programs such as the Miami DJs Live. We've got 2 Miami DJs from Miami who are huge in the club scene there, are performing on the ship. We've got a partnership with Sin City Adult Comedy, which is straight from the Las Vegas Strip in the Planet Hollywood Hotel. They're doing 3 or 4 late-night adult comedy shows. We've got something called Liquid, which is brand new. It's only been going on for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that wasn't on there when I was there.
So Liquid, what we've done is we've turned the solarium, which is the indoor pool area, we've taken everything out except for the pool, obviously, and we've turned it into a Las Vegas style nightclub. So we've got, you know, the Miami DJs are performing. There's a dance, obviously the bars everywhere. All the drinks have glow in the dark, or, you know, glowing, flashing blue ice cubes and stuff. And we've got some atmospheric performance, which I won't tell you too much about, but it's basically like a Cirque du Soleil performance happening around you while you're dancing. We've got mermaids and boys in plastic bubbles dancing around and stuff, and a lira. I won't tell you anymore, but it's really cool. So that happens once a cruise, on a 7-day cruise. On a 14-day cruise, we'll probably do it 2 times.
Do you pay to go in there, or is that inclusive?
There's no cover charge. Of course, there's a fee for the drinks, and we've got a VIP area with bottle service, so you have to pay for the VIP area, but as far as just general admission, there's no fee.
So all the things you're saying, the club and the drinks and things like that, is it age specific? Because I went on there, I loved it, but I've got to say there were all ages on there. You know, my age, my mum's age, like totally varied.
Right. With this modern luxury culture change, we're not going for a certain age demographic, we're going for a state of mind. So yes, these things will appeal to the average 30, 40, 50 something person. But anyone can enjoy these things. When I was there last time, there was an 89-year-old woman who was in like a motorized car, who got out of her car and started dancing with the Miami DJs Live and started hitting on their drums. I mean, so it's an age, you know, it's a state of mind. It's not an age thing at all. But I will tell you, our more traditional guests will feel the differences, as opposed to you who haven't been on a lot of cruise ships. We'll think, oh, this is great, this is the way cruising should be, but in our minds, it's for our parents and our grandparents.
What about the restaurants? Because there were some pretty cool modern restaurants when I was there, but then also there's a traditional Opus restaurant that you could eat in that was inclusive, is that right?
Right, the main dining Opus restaurant and our Ocean View Cafe, which is our casual dining, is included in the ticket price. We have a few specialty restaurants with a cover charge. It's what you would pay in the States, or on land, basically.
I didn't find it overpriced.
Not at all. I mean, say $35 for a 5-course meal.
It was lovely. The Italian one,
Tuscan Grill.
is one of my favourites.
Yeah, rustic Italian, that's in the back of the ship. If you go for lunch, or if you go in the early evening, you've got a great view of the ocean. It's really great. Our newest and coolest restaurant is called Cuisine, which is called Uniquely Unordinary. It's a unique way of presenting food, basically. So the menus are iPads.
I haven't seen anything like it before. It's very cool.
Yeah, brand new. So the menus are iPads. The dessert menu is a Rubik's Cube, basically. The spring rolls are served in springs. So it's very clever. The sushi are on lollipops. So we have that. We also have Murano, which is traditional French cuisine. We've got the Bistro on 5, which is French crepes. The Porch, which is like something you'd find in New York City in Central Park, which is paninis. And then on deck 15, which is where the Lawn Club is, exclusive to the Celebrity Solstice class ships. We've got real grass.
I know, I've never seen that on any ships before. That was very nice.
Yeah, we do a lot there. We do wine and cheese on the lawn. We play bocce and golf. But we have the Lawn Club Grill, which is basically an outdoor grill where the best thing is the cookie. I'll tell you about the cookie in a second. But if you want to cook a steak, you can order it however you want, or you can actually go up with the chef pick out the steak you want, and cook it right there. And you can toss your own flatbreads, and it's really great. The cookie, I know it sounds ridiculous to go on a cruise ship and the one thing you talk about is a cookie, but ask any crew member on Celebrity.
I had this cookie.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
They take a ramekin, put cookie dough in it, bake it just so it's almost done, put vanilla ice cream. Amazing.
Going back to the lawn,
right.
There were these little hut things you could rent.
The alcoves, yeah.
Yeah, can you rent that and have your dinner in there, have a few drinks?
Yes, so I think we've got, I think we have 8 on the Celebrity Reflection, where you can rent it out for the day, sea day or port day, and we will give you an iPad with music and books, with newspapers, we'll serve you food there, alcohol, so it's all, VIP service if you rent it out for the day.
Talking about alcohol, I know there's a lot of questions about the drinks packages and what's included, what isn't, because I found when I was on there, I read online before I went, you couldn't get tea and coffees throughout the day, and you could. There was the place with the little egg things you could sit in.
Oh, the hideaway, yes.
Yeah, which is really cosy. You could read your book in there, and you could get coffee and tea till about 6, I think. Is that right?
Yep.
And then in the buffet restaurant, which is called
Ocean View Cafe.
You could just get it throughout the day, so it wasn't specific to, you can only get it at this time.
Right. We do have Cafe Al Baccio, which is an Italian-style coffee where we get the specialty coffees. But we have the beverage package. We've got the soda beverage package, if you just want to drink soda, you don't drink alcohol. The classic beverage package, the premium beverage package. And of course, those are great promotions we have. If you book a cruise, you might get that included in your ticket price, which is great as well. But there's a fee for that, if not. And it's great. And the one thing about Celebrity is we don't nickel and dime you. You're not giving your SeaPass card or your room key out every 5 seconds.
Okay, that's good.
Which is really great. We don't nickel and dime on board.
A question I heard asked when I was on the Reflection in January actually was about the shows. People that have been on there before on other ships, are they the same shows? And the show that's on the Reflection now, is it going to be there when you go to Europe in the summer?
As far as the 3 production shows are concerned, which are Singers and Dancers, the Stars of the Reflection, those 3 shows will last, actually on any cruise line, the production shows will last anywhere from 5 to 7 years because they're so expensive.
Okay.
So if you were to come on the Reflection and then come back a year later, you'll see the same 3 production shows with a new cast. So it'll give a different feel. As far as our guest entertainers, they'll fly on for maybe 1 cruise, maybe 2, and they will always be different.
So they'll change up then?
Every week, yeah. So it's very rare that you would be on a cruise ship a year later and see the same guest entertainer. It's possible because we have a lot of, like Lindsay Hamilton, a great singer, was on the West End in Les Miserables and Evita. She's been with Celebrity for 14 years, so there's a very good chance you have seen her twice if you've cruised with us a lot. If you're part of the Captain's Club, which is our loyalty program, many of our Captain's Club members have seen her numerous times.
There was a cool touch I thought they did on the ship where, I don't know if you do it on all your Celebrity cruises, where some of the cast from the shows got to sit on stage and you could ask them questions. They said it was mainly like, what's your wage?
Yeah.
But I thought it was a really lovely touch because you see them every night in all the shows, and it's a really personal touch, I think, to be able to get to know them a bit better.
Yeah, we call it Behind the Stage Door, Q&A with the Stars of the Reflection. The reason why I did that was, you're right, you see them on stage and you think, oh, they're so amazing, but I want to ask them questions, I want to get to know them as people. So we do it on the last day of the cruise, and you can ask them anything. Yes, they always ask the wage, they ask what it's like living as a crew member as far as your room is concerned, and they ask personal things like, is anyone married? That happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people ask some great questions like, about the costumes and the rehearsal process, and
it's interesting though. I wanted to know.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and not every ship does it. It depends really on the cruise director and the cast.
Can you tell us a bit about the rooms, how they vary from the other Celebrity ships? Are there more? Are they bigger?
They are
luxurious?
There are more, and they are bigger. I'm going to say luxurious on the Solstice class are all about the same. However, on the Reflection, we've got the Aqua class suites, and we've got the Reflection suite. It's exclusive to the Reflection, of course. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, gorgeous suite, dining room, living room. The shower hangs over the side of the ship, and when you're in the shower, it's just ship all around you. It's really.
I know something I enjoyed, and I just came across it, was the games area. And me and my partner just sat down and we sat at different ends of the room. We were playing Pictionary on there.
Yeah.
It was nice because it was a bit of a dreary day and you're wandering around the ship, but I found there was loads to do. I was never bored because I think, for example, when we docked one day, there was a sushi chef doing, a demonstration and things like that.
That's our food and beverage department. They'll do something called the art of entertaining, either cake decorating or sushi, or how to cook the perfect steak, which I learned. That's how you cook the perfect steak.
What does that mean?
So this. So if you cook a steak and you put your thumb here and it feels the same, then it's rare. If you put it here, it's medium. If you put it here, it's well done.
Never heard that.
No, rare, medium, well done.
I'd love to have seen more of those things, but I wanted to lay out in the sun.
As you do.
So where are you going in Europe? And that's in May, is that correct?
April 26th we do the crossing, right?
Oh,
so we're in
okay.
Europe in May, correct. So in the Caribbean run, the Reflection does San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, and St. Thomas with 3 sea days, and then it starts and ends in Miami. In Europe, it starts and ends in Rome, or Civitavecchia, which is the port for Rome, and it...
So you can fly there, and it's a round trip back to Rome?
Correct,
Okay.
yeah, so it's not 2 one-ways, which some cruise lines do, it's not the most convenient. So it'll do Kushadasi or Ephesus in Turkey, it'll do an overnight in Istanbul, Turkey, which is great. Santorini, Mykonos, Athens, sometimes we'll go to Naples depending on the cruise, sometimes we'll go to Sicily, so you'll see a lot of the Mediterranean. And it's a great itinerary, it's 12 days.
Because I'd say personally, I don't know if you hear this a lot on there, I wouldn't have thought young people would go on cruises, but there's such a stigma about that, but it's just not true. There's so many different ages on there, and there's something for everyone, and it wasn't, you know, age specific. There were so many different age groups on there.
I love you for saying that. That's exactly what I everyone to know. You loved it, and you're under 40.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying, but your parents would love it as well.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get the guests in our generation and our friends and our peers to say, wait a second, cruising's for my grandparents. Oh, no. Cruising's for us. And it depends on the cruise line. Some cruise lines you go on, I won't mention any names, but are known for being an older clientele. Some of them are known for a young party clientele. We are right in the middle. We are exactly right there for the guests that will go out, maybe have a drink, go to the nightclub, come to the shows, go to late night comedy. So we're looking for not an age thing, it's a state of mind, like I said. So I want people out there to realize that it's not for our parents and grandparents' generation, not just for them.
Coming back to the food.
Always comes back to the food.
I know, I love the food on there.
That's why we cruise for the food, I know.
But I heard someone asking you if they couldn't book into a certain seating in the Opus restaurant, would they miss the show? Would there be space in the theatre? Because lots of people, there's 2 seatings, is this correct? And then 2 shows, and I think people get a bit worried, if I don't book into this, and then I'm not going to see that, and that's not the case,
No,
right?
we do a 7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock on certain nights, we'll do an 8:30 and 10:45 on certain nights. So if you have the first dining, then you'll come to the second show, or some nights you have the first dining, you'll come to the first show before you eat. So you do have to think about it. There are very few eating times where you'll miss one of the shows.
This is so nice, thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
If there's any more questions, I'd love to do this again, as would you. It's been really helpful, because I know everyone wants to know the differences. If you've been on celebrity cruises before, this is a much different class.
Right. The Reflection is something special. Like I said, all of our ships are gorgeous. I've worked on half of them in all different classes, and they are stunning. The ships are really stunning. They built little nooks and crannies everywhere, you know, so you can kind of go and hide away. And that's the Millennium and the Solstice class ships, but the Reflection is something special.
Where can everyone find out more information?
CelebrityCruises.com will give you all the information you need, or Celebrity.com as well, and it will take you. You can go by itinerary, you can go by date, you can go by ship, you can't go by cruise director though, not yet.
So, when will you see everyone on there?
I will be back April 19th. I'll be doing the Transatlantic if you want to join me for that. Lots of fun, lots of celebrity life activities and entertainment planned for you on the Transatlantic. So.
And I'll be there in May, hopefully.
Are you?
I hope so.
Okay, I look forward to that.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.